You are tuned in to the 5-Minute Signal, Business and Wealth. I am Vivian Thorne, economic strategist. This is not a finance podcast. This is a blueprint for building and defending your economic fortress. We don't do speculation here. We do strategy. 5 minutes on the clock. Let's get to work.
The news today. The narrative has shifted. For the last 3 years, the markets have been intoxicated by the promise of generative AI software, chatbots and language models living in the cloud. That phase is concluding. We are now entering the hardware inflection. Reports from Carnegie Investment Counsel and market data from January 2026 confirm that capital is rotating aggressively from software to physical infrastructure. Tesla is moving its Optimus humanoid robot from prototype to pilot production. Waymo is expanding autonomous robotaxi services across major US metros, effectively ending the debate on self-driving viability. Amazon is deploying next-generation robotics in its fulfillment centers, slashing cost per unit metrics to levels competitors cannot match. Simultaneously, the IPO pipeline is thawing, with infrastructure giants like SpaceX, Databricks, and Anthropic preparing to list.
Why it matters. This is the industrial revolution of our century finally hitting the pavement. Until now, AI was a productivity tool for the white-collar class. It sped up coding, writing, and analysis. That was efficiency. This is transformation. When AI moves into the physical world, it attacks the most expensive and volatile line item on any P&L, unskilled labor. We are witnessing the decoupling of economic output from human physical effort. The companies controlling this hardware infrastructure, the autonomous fleets, the humanoid laborers, the dark warehouses, are not just improving margins, they are creating a new class of asset. They are building the physical operating system of the global economy. For the investor and the business operator, this means the moat is no longer intellectual property or brand. It is physical automation density. The entity with the most robots wins the unit economics war. The hard truth. Sentiment is for poets. In business, labor is a liability. That is the cold reality we must face. For decades, the cost of labor has been rising while productivity stagnated. The hardware inflection inverts this. The cost curve of robotics is crashing vertically. The cost curve of human labor is rising with inflation. If your business model or your investment portfolio relies on companies that depend on large, low-skill human workforces, you are holding a melting ice cube. The market is ruthless. It will punish labor-intensive incumbents with compressed multiples and shrinking margins. There is no coexistence phase where the old way and the new way hold hands. There is only displacement. The operator who pays a human $25 an hour to move a box will be slaughtered by the operator who pays a robot $2 an hour to do it faster, safer, and without a break. You are either the automator or you are the obsolete. The actionable move. We do not sit idly by while the ground shifts. We adapt. Here are 3 tactical steps to align your economic fortress with the hardware inflection. Number 1, execute a hardware hedge in your portfolio. You likely have exposure to the software giants, the Nvidias and Microsofts. That is yesterday's trade. You need to overweight the integrators of physical AI. I am talking about the companies building the chassis, the sensors, and the actuators. Look at semiconductor equipment manufacturers like Applied Materials or ASML, the picks and shovels of the chip world. Look at the industrial automation giants who are retrofitting the world's factories. Allocate 15 to 20% of your equity exposure here. You want to own the companies that are selling the arms to the. Number 2, conduct a ruthless labor audit of your own operations. If you own a business, look at every single task performed by a human. Ask yourself, can this be done by a machine today? If the answer is no, ask, will it be done by a machine in 24 months? If the answer is yes, you must stop hiring for that role and start allocating capital to the technology that replaces it. Do not sign long-term leases on office space you won't need. Do not build training programs for jobs that won't exist. Capital expenditure on automation is an investment. Operational expenditure on obsolete labor is waste. Cut the waste. Number 3, short the laggards. This is for the aggressive operator.
Identify the sectors that are structurally resistant to this change: traditional trucking firms with heavy union exposure, legacy retailers with massive human-staffed floor plans, or logistics companies that are slow to modernize. These entities are walking dead. As their competitors automate, their margins will collapse. Use inverse ETFs or put options to bet against these labor-heavy incumbents. If your capital is tied to human inefficiency, you are holding a liability disguised as an asset. Invest in the automation that prints money, not the labor that burns it. I'm Vivian Thorne. This has been the 5-Minute Signal. Stay sharp. This program is for informational and educational purposes only. Economic strategist Vivian Thorne is not a licensed financial advisor. This content is not a substitute for professional financial, investment, or legal advice. Always consult with a qualified professional before making any financial decisions.